I suppose I'm going to have to start treating you with more respect now.
How come?
Well, up until last night, you were very ordinary. You were only the most sexy, handsome, gorgeous, marvelous husband in the whole world.
Mm-hmm. What about now?
Now, you're the best police commissioner in the world as well, and you have the gold cufflinks to prove it.
Not the world, dear. Just New York State.
No, that's big enough for me. Would you mind trying that again?
Oh, sorry. What? Frisco. Yeah. Yeah, listen, I'm calling to find out how Tony's doing. Has there been an improvement? What? Oh, damn. I'm so sorry, mate. Look, Holly's returning to Port Charles today. If there's anything she can do to help out. All right. Yeah, talk to you soon.
What is it? What's wrong?
Tanya. She lost the baby. Well, I booked your cab. You all set to the airport?
Oh, I suppose so.
Okay. Now, what is it?
I was just thinking about poor Tanya and her miscarriage.
I suspect it's a bit more than that.
What do you mean?
You've been thinking about your own miscarriage.
Yeah, maybe a little.
I thought as much.
Just remembering how alone I felt, completely isolated from the rest of the world.
Yeah. I guess that's how Tanya must be feeling. Tony first, and now this business.
Must be unbearable for her.
She doesn't even have a husband to lean on.
Maybe talking it out with me might help.
Well, I'm sure she'll appreciate you being there as much as I'm going to miss you.
Well, that's nice to hear, but actually, I don't think there's terribly much for me to do here now anyway.
Now that you've bought out Fifth Avenue, you mean?
No, you know what I mean. What with your visiting all the precincts in New York.
It's the duties of a public servant.
What with playing WSB agent with Sean.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on. You really thought you'd be able to outfox me? With all those mysterious phone calls and such?
Keep forgetting what a long line of foxes you come from.
Well, maybe next time you just open up and tell me all about your little goings-on.
You had my word.
But seriously, Robert, if you are going after this Slater Hines, whatever he's calling himself, please don't take any unnecessary risks.
You know I thrive on danger.
Yes, I do. Which is why I want you to promise me that you'll be extra careful.
I promise.
I don't want anything happening to you when I'm in Port Charles. To you or Sean.
Hello, Sean Donnelly.
Sean, I'm glad I found you.
Oh, Robert, I was just finishing up breakfast. Hey, we are making the rounds of those New York precincts today, aren't we?
That's why I'm calling. Something's come up.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope. You don't sound too good.
As a matter of fact, it is pretty serious. Tony Jones' wife had a miscarriage last night.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Robert.
Look, here's the thing. Now, Holly was flying back to Port Charles anyway today, but now she's going to take an earlier flight, so that she can be with Tanya.
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'm taking Holly to the airport. We're on our way right now, as a matter of fact. I just wanted to postpone our visit to the precincts until I return. Maybe an hour or two?
Yeah, no problem.
Fine. Then I'll see you in a while.
Right.
Well, we're all booked on Flight 15. Non-smoker aisle. You're all set. Maybe you'd like something from the gift shop.
No, thank you.
Candy, book, sleazy tabloid.
No, really, I'm fine.
Out with it.
Out with what?
You're at 30,000 feet. The plane hasn't even taken off yet.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about going back to Port Charles.
You mean seeing Tanya?
right. I have to prepare myself. I mean, emotionally, to be supported.
Certain things will work themselves out once you're there.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Whenever I'm down, it's a wonderful way of boosting my spirits.
But that's different. It's going to be so many things reminding Tanya of her baby. Tony is on the maternity floor, remember?
I'm going to try to look out for the optimistic things.
Like what?
Well, he's on the mend.
Yeah, that is true. Yes, she can certainly feel grateful for that.
Having family around her, you, Frisco, that's going to have quite an effect, you'll see.
Why? Does a handsome man like you have to be brilliant as well?
I've got to have something to fall back on.
Oh, you do?
To protect me from all those shallow women that are after my handsome good looks and money.
Ah, they don't realize your handsome good looks are the least of your
Attention, please. Flight 15 to Port Charles, Buffalo, and Chicago is now boarding at gate 32. Flight 15.
Your bags are on?
Are they? They're okay?
You haven't lost your ticket yet?
No.
Boarding at gate 32.
Just remember, be good.
Funny, I was going to say that to you, too.
I'll call you later.
Okay, and remember, don't forget your promise. Take care and be very careful.
Of course I will. Now, we don't want to miss the flight, do we?
Yes, ma'am. May I help you?
I'd like to buy a ticket, please, to Port Charles.
I think you're out of luck.
Really? Why's that?
There's a flight to Port Charles that's boarding now, but it's sold out. I can book you on a later flight. Name, please?
Anna Devane.
And will that be a return trip ticket, Miss Devane?
No. Make it one way. Hello. You feel like Ollie, I thought you were in New York. Well, I was, but in fact, Robert still is. I came as soon as I heard. Oh, you didn't have to come all the way back just because it may cut your trip short and all. Don't you worry about me. It's you that I'm concerned about. Oh, well, I'm doing just fine. The doctors say I'll be up in no time at all. Right, Frisco?
That's right.
They say I'll be just fine, and I am. Oh, it's just when I think about baby. Oh, let it go. Oh, I don't know. I just thought I could hold it better. Keep myself together. You are. You're handling it very well. This is what you have to do. You've had to face a lot in the last few weeks. I guess you're right. I know I'm right. You have to let the natural feelings come out. You owe that to yourself. Holly, it's not just that. It's not just losing the baby. The baby was like a delicate thread, a bond between Tony and I. And it's gone. It's gone. I felt exactly that way when I miscarried. Then you must know what I'm going through. Yes, I do. You feel completely empty. But this is the kind of emptiness. It feels like it's never going to go away. Never. It may not completely go away, but eventually it will feel a lot better. It will gradually get better, you know that? Tell me how. with the love and the support of your friends. You know, Robert and I will be there for you whenever you need us. And there's Frisco, and there's still Tony. All right.
Maybe I should have gone back to Port Charles with Holly.
Why do you say that?
Well, we aren't having much luck tracking Slater here, are we?
What's the matter with you, Robert?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not yourself. I think that roast that we threw for you last night has gone to your head. You cannot solve all the problems of the world just because you were voted best police commissioner in the state of New York.
Right. I can't even solve my own problems.
I didn't know you had any.
Let's get back to Slater now. How the hell do we track somebody in a town this size?
Hey, buddy, what do you think we were doing today, sweating in every precinct, explaining to every captain the Slater's M.O.?
You mean his penchant for ladies?
Exactly.
You don't miss much, do you?
Oh, I try not to.
I don't ever want us to be on opposite sides, Sean.
We never will be. Hey, look, I want Slater caught as much as you do. That's my cash he's throwing around out there with all those women.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's as bad as all that.
You wouldn't?
No, it isn't. I mean, even with this newfound wealth of Slater's, he's still pretty much of a lowlife. Push comes to shove, he's still attracted and drawn to cheap booze and sleazy women.
Not to mention flop houses.
Exactly.
The same flop house that we almost shot one another in. The same one that we were tipped off to. You know, I should have asked that captain of Manhattan East to check on the surrounding bars in the neighborhood, too.
You can relax. I asked Captain Patrick to do exactly that.
You don't do bad playing backup sometimes.
You're not bad yourself at this point, man. Well, speaking of the Irish, we might be in luck. Here's the dear captain himself in person. I hope you have something for us, Captain.
I may have.
Good.
What is it? Well, photographs of every bar within a 2-mile radius of that flop house that Jack Slater was at.
Ah,
Good job,
Faith
mate.
and Bigora. Eureka. There you go. Here you go. See what we have here.
Wait a minute.
What?
Sean?
What?
The lighting's not too good, but that looks like Slater standing up against the bar.
Lighting's a little dim.
I know, but it's worth a shot.
You know, 24-hour stakeout?
You got it?
How many men are you going to need for backup?
Well, we want to handle this with as little fanfare as possible.
Just the two of us. I agree.
Yeah, we're going to take this guy alive. No shootout.
Oh, you see, if Slater knows that we're on to him, he's going to fly like an eagle.
More like a vulture. What's the name of the bar?
Well, it's written on the back of the photo.
Marv's Bar and Grill.
Well, we'll stake it out and see what happens.
You know, all you have to do is say the word, and you can have as many men as you want.
We don't want anyone hurt in this operation, Captain, if it's at all possible.
Well, can the two of you handle it?
Yeah, we'll handle it all right. We know his M.O. He kills with knives and guns.
Can't wait to get my hands on the scum.
You sound like you've got more than a professional stake in this, Commissioner.
Indeed, Captain. I have a personal score to settle for a young lady lying in a hospital back in Port Charles.
Thanks, Captain.
Feeling better?
Yeah. I'm sorry about crying like that before.
Well, you don't have to say you're sorry. You needed to cry.
I guess maybe you're right. I do feel a little bit better.
Good. I always say that having a good cry now and then cleanses the soul.
Thank you for coming, Holly. I felt so alone.
You have a lot of good friends, you know, that care about you a lot.
Oh, thanks. That's nice.
I just saw a couple in the corridor just now.
You did? Who?
Felicia and Bobby Spencer. They're taking turns with the massage therapy for Tony's legs.
Oh, thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I thought you'd be relieved. That'll certainly help with the bills that would have been piling up for those services.
Holly, will you do me a favor?
Sure, name it.
Before you leave the hospital, could you ask Felicia if she'll come in here? I want to talk to her.